All right, it's Saturday morning and I am heading to downtown. I think it's the Weston, 256 Peachtree Road. I'm heading there for Brix Fitness meetup. That's supposed to be at 11 a.m. So I'm on my way there now. Now the key thing is one of the things that I hate going to the city for, even though I love hanging out in the city, I like being there. But one thing they will tax you on is parking, especially if you do it at a hotel. So even before I even think about getting into the hotel, I got to figure out a parking lot around the hotel that probably charges a little bit less money. That's digital. So that's going to be a challenge right there, but I think I can do it. I don't have a lot of memory about the area like how I used to, because when I was chauffeuring, I was downtown all the time. But now I am not there all the time, so I'm just heading on the road, and I hope it'll be a really cool meetup. I never really went to a YouTuber meetup that I followed before, so I think this will be cool. So, and that's another thing. One thing I noticed in a lot of my videos that I'm editing is I say so a lot. So that's like saying and that means that I will have to work on that. You know, it never fails that oftentimes when I go out on my own and I'm just hanging out and I'm just chilling, that someone assumes that I'm management there or that I work there. Do I really look like that? I must really need to dress down. I'm not even really dressed up. I got this shirt on, some jeans on, basically what was clean in my closet, and that's it. But it never fails. I always look like I work at where I'm at. Now if I could just do that at the record, you know, I look like I record at the studio too, huh? I look like I work at the studio, don't I? Well, I'm walking westbound up to the lobby of the Hyatt Regency to meet Brix and probably some of his followers on YouTube. Should be pretty cool.
What's going on, brother?
What's up, man? How you doing, man?
So, Daryl?
Yeah, Daryl.
What's your name? All right, so, yeah, I mean, I don't know how we're going to do this, man, but let's figure it out.
It wasn't really until the point where my highest weight that I ever saw on the scale was 298 pounds, and I used to always was that guy, or I was that family member from young where I was a little chubby, or actually, a lot more bigger and huskier than everybody, and it really was taking a toll and an effect on my life.
One Sunday I was just preaching and I said, speak what you seek until you see what you see.
Yeah.
And I just said to the church, I said, I am I'm a future ex-fat man.
Yes, sir.
And so one of my frat brothers sent me he said, hey, you need to go on dude's site because he sells a t-shirt that says future ex-fat boy.
Yeah.
And so from that, that's how I started, and so I got back in the gym because I was on the yo-yo. And in black church, we just eat.
You want to pace this thing properly, right? You want to get rid of any sort of like timelines and sort of expectations. It's not a linear process, right? And a big part of the lessons are learned over time.
A few months ago, honestly, I was smaller than this, and I gained some weight back, and there's no excuse. It's just discipline. It's just discipline, and like bro was saying, like I'm a pastor too. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm in the pulpit saying one thing and doing another. You know what I mean? And it don't help when you're up there looking like you're bacon and chicken grease. You know what I mean?
Discipline is literally a muscle, man, that you have to intentionally exercise, right? Every single time you make a choice, right, you are either strengthening your willpower, strengthening your discipline.
Right.
You're always strengthening it, even if you don't make the right choices.
Always the kid that got teased for being bigger or whatever like that. And I thought that was just, like you said, a part of who I was. Like, people in your family is big, so you're big too. And being told sometimes that, oh, you're not going to be that size because that runs in the family. That's just who we are. And that's what I had in my head.
Let me stop you for 1 second, right? So because the identity piece, right? When you have this concept in your head of who you are and what you should look like, that subconsciously governs your decision making.
Yes.
It does on so many levels. So when you attach that to your identity, when you say, "Oh, my family is big," that's what you're gonna be. Yeah.
I didn't understand how calories worked, right? So I went through that process from about 2011 to 2018, learning about different things, but really just struggling, going through the process, like spending 45 minutes in the gym doing cardio, thinking I worked up an appetite and earned that meal at McDonald's right afterwards, right? I've been there. So
once we know, it's like now we got to take our power back. And eventually the world will start changing, right? It will. I believe. I'm a very optimistic person. I just think negativity obviously gets way more promotion because people are addicted to it.
now I can look at plates and start computerizing how many calories are on a plate because I didn't
calorie awareness, and that's the thing. Like after tracking your food for so long, you're able to eyeball it. And that's the superpower that is calorie awareness, right? Because it's a numbers game. It really comes down to the numbers. And do you have to count calories to lose weight? You don't have to, right? But I think I gained a bunch of weight because I didn't understand calories. I was 350 pounds. I'm looking at my fat self in the mirror and saying, "You're gonna help people lose weight one day." And I even have it on video. I have video. I had to speak this stuff into existence.
I don't even know how much French fries I ate. I ate a big bottle of Coke, and I found a comfort zone over there. Like my friend's like, "Dude, you're doing it. Come on, go." I'm like, I was comfortable at that, but I had to brainwash myself. I'm like, no, this is something wrong. I remember that. That's KFC. I mean, I had an all-you-can-eat Pizza Hut over there as well. I ate 20 slices of pizza. Like, what am I doing? But then again, with all those man boobs and people teasing and everything, I was like, no, I have to.
Whenever we're doing something that doesn't contribute to our vitality, that doesn't contribute to our health, if you listen close enough, whether it's on a physical or a spiritual level, you're gonna get signals. You're gonna feel it. You feel it. You just have to clear your mind and get rid of a lot of the white noise so that you can tune into that, right? Because it's brilliantly designed. If you put something in your body that your body doesn't like, it's gonna tell you. It's gonna tell you. It's going to tell you. So like learning, and that's the place where, and I'm still, listen guys, 2013 was the last time I quit, right? But I struggled with weight probably 10 years before that. I'm still working on my relationship with food.
All right, so we got everything done. That was a great event, considering that, it was a handful of people. I kind of liked that. Wasn't too crazy. And it was nice to finally meet Brix. And I have to say that he's taller than I expected him to be. Dude's in great shape. And it's just hearing the stories of the other individuals there and how they all overlapped with each other. Two of them were pastors and spoke about just food in general and culture with church and that whole thing. And I relate to that because, we like to get together, African American people, black people, right? We get together, and I know the Israelites say you're not black, you're an Israelite. Just bear with me, okay? That there is, it was just an interesting overlap of experiences, and even me being able to share some of my own experiences is really cool. And everybody say, "Yeah, I know that. I know about that life," and I was really inspiring and really cool, And I asked Brix, I said, "Well, man, how much you weighing right now?" He said 210. I was like, man, and I'm thinking to myself, if I could just get 210, so I'm hanging around 250 right now, give or take some change. I was chipping away at 240 and, but I was like, shoot, if I could get down to 210, I just wonder how my foot will react if I was down to 210. I wonder how my body would react if I got down to 210. It's very interesting just hearing about just us in general and how culturally, how DNA changes, which I didn't know that. He cited a word, but how DNA changes from how you have kids. So if you're overweight, there's certain genetics that you pass down to your kids at a certain weight that you do when you're not overweight. I didn't know there was that. And it was just interesting, and we all kind of agree about how the culture of is. A lot of people say, well, diabetes run in our family, and it was just very good to hear from other people other than myself that look like me say, no, it doesn't run in our family. What happens though in our family is our lifestyle, our eating habits run in the family, and that's what causes that cycle of obesity. That's what causes it to continue on for generations. So to hear about that and to just know that I can be part of something to break that, and I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I'm perfect at it, but just to be part of that story was really cool, and I was really excited about that. You know, I can't. Yeah, it's a strange feeling because you're talking to someone who's been where you were at and has made it to where you want to go, and they're right there in front of you, and it's level-headed. It's not even crazy, you know, ain't all the extra stuff, and it's just cool and it's just chill, and it's inspiring, you know, because in real life there isn't anybody I know in real life who has been north of 300 pounds and has lost it and got down to 210 pounds. There's no one in my life who's ever done that. If anything, I'm the closest person I know who ever did that, and I'm only halfway through to the journey. So that just goes to show you how sparse a situation like what we just ran into, what we saw there is. So it was a good experience. I was talking about saying so. It was a good experience. I learned some. I was reaffirmed in other things. And overall, I'm excited about the whole thing. And it's good to continue to grow and to continue to learn and grow. So with that, there I go saying so again. But with that, I'm gonna get up off of here and get some lunch and get home and edit this footage so that you can see it on the daily vlog. All right, peace.